What's up, guys? Ultimate here, and I'm showing you guys how to how to do motion tracking in Adobe After Effects. This is actually pretty simple compared to what I have rendering here. If it opens, because it's been rendering for, let's see, an hour and 2 minutes. Yeah, and this is some 3D motion tracking, but I'm pretty sure most of you don't have Buju, this program right here. If it will open, there we go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure most people that are gonna watch this video don't have it. But if you do, let me know, because I'll make a tutorial on that. But this is what it's gonna look like. This is what the Adobe motion tracking is gonna look like. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure you get the point. I don't think anybody wants to watch that for 17 seconds. But okay, to start off, you have to import your clip. Now I drag it down this little box here, and it can't talk. It creates a new composition with the same settings as the image you've imported. So stop being laggy. There we go. Yeah, this thing's rendering, so it's gonna take it might be a little laggy sometimes. Alright, there we go. So first what I want to do is I want to hit, most of the people have their workspace on standard. Make sure you go to motion tracking, because that's what we're going to be doing. And then add a new, or go to layer, once it loads up, new, and null object. And a null object's an invisible object, and it's what I'm going to use to track text to the layer that I imported, to the image, whatever it's called, to the clip. There you go. Alright, so you want to hit the layer that you're tracking. You want to click track motion, and it's going to make like a new layer up here, but it won't pop up down here, don't worry. Just a new layer to work with here. And I've already done this before, as you can tell right in this part. But you want to find, so you can see the little cross below and to the right of the arrow, and you want to click and drag that to every point you want to track. And I'm going to put mine on the pulley, and I'm going to drag the box just so it's like right around the brown part. And the way Adobe tracks it is by the colors. So if I put this out here in the sky and click play, it's going to jump all around, and you definitely don't want that. So I'm just going to hit reset. That's what you want to do if you mess up. Just hit reset, and I'm going to drag it right on there. And I'm going to scale this up to 100 to see better. And I'm going to go back to the 0 mark and hit play. And make sure your edit target is on the objects you're tracking. So you, Andrew, can you stop yelling? I'm trying to do a freaking tutorial here. Shut up. Alright, sorry, my brother won't shut up. Hopefully you don't hear him in the background. But go to layer and make sure you have the one that you're tracking. So mine's null 4. So make sure you click that.
Okay.
And I just hit play, and then it's gonna track out this. It might take a few seconds. And you like, yeah, it tracks it by color, so you don't want to have it in the sky. You want to have a solid color to track it to. And I don't know. I'm just gonna wait for this to track. I'm just gonna let it go to 6 seconds, so you know what, guys, don't have to wait. Alright, and then I'm gonna hit stop and apply. And make sure you have it on the X and Y, because X is obviously the horizontal and Y is the vertical. There you go. And then click OK, and you're gonna come up with all these points. And for that's what motion tracking does. For every point, it's gonna make a new position that it's gonna how do I word this? It makes a new position for every frame. So that's why it's so precise, because for every single frame, it would take a long time to go and zoom in and then for every frame, there's 30 frames in a second, so if you want to do, it's going to take a long time to do. So I'm just going to go down to right about here where the last motion track point is, and I'm going to drag the composition down to here, and that's where it's going to finalize the render at. It's not going to render past that line or before the 0 second frame or the 0 frame. And now to make the text, or you can pretty much track whatever object you want to the null, which will track to the actual bottom layer. And what you want to do is you want to hit new, or actually I'm going to hit the text tool since I'm making text, and I'm going to hit just right about here, and I'm going to type in track, and I'm going to click the selection tool, and just going to put it to that point, scale it up, and okay, see, if you notice, it's not going to follow the spot. It's going to keep on moving along with it's going to stay in the same, like, it's not going to follow the null object or the the background that I tracked. So to do this, you have two different options. You can go to the whatever you want to track and go to the parent option and go to null 4, and that's going to track it to the exact spot. Or you can go to none and then get this little thing, and it's a little pick whip, and drag it onto the null, and it's going to parent them too. So what I'm basically doing is I'm making the track have the same position and scale as the null object. So if I render this out, you can see it stays right along the path until I get past, because this is where I stop the tracking so you guys don't get bored. And there we go. There's some basic motion tracking in Adobe After Effects. And if anybody has Buju or Cinema 4D, let me know, because then I would love to make a tutorial with 3D motion tracking, which I just learned, and it's really fun to do. So I'm pretty sure that's been it. See you guys later.